What is going on, guys? Today we are back. We're going to start kind of like a little episode 1 kind of deal of American farming, even though I've been getting things set up for quite a while now. And this episode, well, we're focusing on planting our corn fields and our soybean fields. And we'll kind of just go from there, really. For anybody wondering where you can actually play this game, you have to purchase it on either iPhone, which is iOS, or Android. It's like $7.99 US. I love this game. Been working on it for quite a while now, actually. And just been kind of trying to build up and do things my way. There is going to be some time lapsing this episode, to say the least. And this is just field number 1 of like 8 we got to do. Our next field is one of our biggest fields, so that one you will see on time lapse, and I will come back on like our 3rd field, something like along those lines. I didn't want this video to be super duper long, but there's not a lot of people doing content on American farming, so, and if the ones that are, their episodes are like super duper short, and yeah, so kinda, to say the least, we're, just running some headland passes, and then we'll get into the rows. Before you know it, let's move over to the second headland pass, which I'm not doing it, a worker is. This game really is just better being played with workers than doing a lot of it on your own. That's about the only way I know to put it. But at the same time, like, you do tend to get a lot of shit done in this game just by entrusting your AI workers and things like that to help you out. I can't say anything else really about that. I tend to depend on the AI workers a little too much, and I don't do a lot of work other than hauling animals, which we'll cover in another episode in the near future. I've actually already started working on that episode, and I am proud of that episode, but we got a heap of things to get caught up on and get done with, and I hope you guys are going to be just as excited as I am to check out this little series that I'm working on. It's going to be a lot of work, and I want you guys to appreciate the amount of effort that I've had to put in over the course of the last couple of videos, because it hasn't been easy. That much I can say. I'm sorry if you hear me with the background noise. I'm working on like 100 different things at once, and yeah, so not trying to get sidetracked, guys, I promise. Just trying to keep up with a few things. I'm currently doing a little back-end work on the laptop while I am working on stuff on this system as well, so a little busy today, just a little busy. I've had 2 doctor's appointments today, and yeah, hell, I think it's been like a month since you guys have actually heard from me, so promise you, I haven't died. I'm trying to come back. Just been really busy, and we've actually made it through pretty quick on this field. I think we should be done with this one in just about a minute or so. So we should be able to actually get to our time lapse a lot quicker than I thought, to be honest with you. And that doesn't quite make me happy, but who knows? We might actually get more done at this point in time than I initially thought we would. But we'll just dismiss that guy. We're gonna go hit these corners and just make sure everything is taken care of, because the workers, they tend to miss quite a bit of stuff sometimes in this game. They're still not at 100%, but still a great addition to the game, actually having AI workers that can do headlands and rows. Even Farming Simulator still hasn't got that figured out, so props to Grant of the squad for getting that figured out and having something different for us all. Like, I am just super duper excited. Like, I love this game, and I'm still learning things, but I've learned how to make some decent money pretty quick. And if you watch the few episodes that I'm going to do in this short run series, if you play, you'll learn too. But I will jump back in with you guys after our time lapse. Alrighty guys, we're back. We're going to get started here on our third field of corn. I hope you enjoyed your little time lapse just to progress things a little better. And I'm going to try to be with you a bit more this episode than my usual kind of farming setups and all of that good stuff. But we are definitely doing some time lapse because this is close to about 2 hours of footage that I had to record, and I hadn't made an actual planting video. I have done a harvest video just once, and it was roughly when wasn't long after I first started playing. So I wanted you guys to get to see, how the planting physics works, and kind of what direction that I am taking the farm, and that's the best way I know to explain it. This video is going to take me, it has already taken me ages, and it's going to take me a lot more, but to get it a way that I am perfectly happy with. And a lot of people, oh, it's just a phone game. Well, I don't just record and then not do anything. It's already been color graded, which took about at least as long as the original clip size, 2 hours or better. So all this stuff that you guys get packed in, I pack it in for you guys. That way you have a pretty good episode that you guys can all enjoy. But pretty much after plant, since we're in the month of February, as I said, the next video we're going to cover, well, not really cover, but show us selling off our dairy cow babies. Baby dairy cows, I guess would be the better term to put it. And from there, we are going to have to probably most likely refeed the cows, and then followed by in May, we'll have to sell off our fully grown hogs and refeed those. So I may include that all in one video, or I may split it up. It just depends on how I'm going to have to look at time frames, and I at least try to, when I do stuff like this, longer. But I'll be back after the time lapse of the next bigger field. See ya. Alright guys, we're back. I'm sorry, I kind of cut my audio a little short there. But yeah, what I was saying is I'm just gonna, when I do a series like this, and we have swapped over to soybeans at last field now, so this one is a pretty decent sized field. And we're still expanding more, but that's going to be a little later on. Right now we got to build money back up and everything, but I'm not sure how we're gonna run the rest of the year. And I'm sorry about the little screen recording pop-up, but that'll just be there until it goes away. But tends to happen when I'm doing this because I can't get my adapter to work with Elgato, so I'm having to record on the phone, ship everything over to the PC for color grading and editing and audio work. I don't do any kind of edits over on phones or nothing like that. It doesn't look good to me. I'm not good at it anyway, so just got to do this stuff the way I know how and kind of sort of stay true to how we do things here on England Plays. But haven't actually sit down and released a video for you guys in ages. And Black Ops Fan had a couple videos a couple weeks ago, but I haven't done anything else with that yet either. So we're getting there. Just gotta get our things in order and gotta get some video work done, of course. Like, I have a lot of footage that needs done. I'm still packing more footage in, but I haven't actually released anything lately, so we're definitely getting there, though. And back to what I was kind of trying to say with the video is, we are running dairy cows now and hogs, and soybean is better profit than just selling corn. Like, I don't feed any of my animals my grain. I sell all of it off, and I have grain feeder trailers. I buy all my feed for my animals. To me it's easier that way, and then I sell off my grain at each part of the year when it's time to sell everything off. But for us, March is cows, and then we come back in May with hogs, and then we don't have to sell anything else until July, which is corn. And then from July we come back in October and sell off milk from the dairy cows. And then from there we come back again in December and we sell off our soybeans. And that's how our year goes. And we make pretty decent off of soybeans and milk. I mean, corn, it's kind of just hit and miss. You just got to make sure it's dry and 15% moisture. I mean, clearly I'm doing good, in this game. So, as if you guys couldn't tell, I mean, I got quite a bit of money, and I own 3 different farms, and I'm fixing to expand into another farm as soon as we build money back up, because I just bought an anhydrous tractor. And the thing about running anhydrous is it replaces the nitrogen and cultivates at the same time. And I only have to do that on 3 of the 8 fields that I own, because soybean doesn't take any nitrogen, just the P and K, the other fertilizer you have to put on every other harvest. So after 2 harvests you have to redo that, but after every time I plant corn I have to re-nitrogen and wait, and then after that second harvest is when I have to do both states, and that's the most time consuming of the year. And I actually just finished that up. That's why you see me planting straight into dirt and everything, because already done my cultivation. And see, on my second plant of the year, I don't even till. I just do a no-till. And then that allows me more time to make sure I'm making the most profit in a year. And, you know, while this planting video, it's nothing fancy. I mean, I just want you guys to, you know, enjoy having some gameplay. And this game takes up most of my time anyway right now. I've played the absolute hell out of this game in the past month, I think it's been. So, I keep forgetting, though, to turn the sound on my game when I'm recording, but I don't really need that audio anyway. It's just another thing I have to deal with. But, you know, at the same time, like, some clips have audio, just not in this video. But you got me, and I always put music in my time lapses, so it all kinda, at the end of the day, works itself out. And I couldn't be more pleased with the way that things has worked out throughout my little adventure of testing different things on this game, and I'm pleased with it. What more can I say? I'm gonna cover what's coming next very soon, but we're not quite there yet, in a sense of, like I said, I have to build money, and then I will talk about my future plans when I have enough money. But not there yet. And as much as it painstakingly kills me not revealing my future plans just yet, it'll probably be at least another week before I have enough money to do what I need to do. And that's if I'm playing about 4 hours a day off and on like I usually do. But when all else fails, I mean, this game, it goes with me everywhere. I always got my other phone with me that I play these games on, so a lot easier than being tied to my room all the time and my office and things like that. I mean, I'm always in my room because that's where my office is, but usually when I'm playing this, I'm in there with my wife and kids or doing other things, and I've had just a long couple of weeks. But alright guys, I'm going to take a brief audio break, and I will come back to you guys as soon as we get ready to start our next field. Alright guys, we're back. Let's get started getting some more beans up into the ground right here. And there's that little notification. I'll get that off for you quickly so you guys can see. But this one is not as big of a field, and therefore it doesn't take a lot of time to plant. And the next two fields are really, really big fields, so they will be time-lapse, but you guys will see me at the end of this video as I come back in, and we'll do some closing up. But for now, let's not worry about that. I want you guys to enjoy this little playthrough. But like this tractor here, it's a versatile. It's like 305 horsepower. This planter, I'm pretty sure, if I remember, requires 300. So it just barely makes it. But like, I've got like $400,000 in just this planting setup here. Not to mention another 720 in just the anhydrous setup, which is fucking crazy. But to me, prices in this game is just a bit too all over the place. But I love this game. Like, it's truthfully a challenge, and I feel like I own a lot of stuff in this game for somebody that's only just been playing just a couple of weeks, maybe a month at most. But like, once you get in a groove and you figure it out, it's not that bad. But I definitely don't recommend starting this game the way I did. Start with the cow farm. Don't start with the hogs, because you make so much more money out of the beef cows than you can doing hogs. Like, I make $60,000 a year just off of pigs, and I probably spend that back feeding them. But I'd say it probably is cheaper to just feed them corn or my beans or something like that, but I don't do it that way. So technically, I mean, I guess time you count corn sales and soybeans and milk, I mean, that's my profit for the year, other than the baby dairy cows I don't keep. I just sell those guys off. I don't even let them grow. But they'll grow up until March, but I've got 38 of 60 mothers as it is, and I need to invest in a few more, but we're not quite there yet. I don't want to spend any more money right now. Plus, I just feel like it would be more hard to maintain, but I've got 300 hogs as it is, so. And and then 38 cows. So it's a bit tricky, to say the least. But I'm still trying to plan out our next video, whether I just keep it strictly to, selling off my baby cows and feeding them and then selling milk off, or if I should kind of just run it down the line for the year instead of having to skip months and throw you guys all out of whack. And yeah, I haven't made my mind up, but I think we will figure it out sooner rather than later. You guys are just going to have to trust in my process, and you'll learn something here. These videos, like I said, I've got about 2 hours in just footage here, guys. So it's definitely a good amount of time that I have invested in every bit of this footage. And granted, it was spaced out. I done like 3 fields back to back before I went to work, and then I come back and finished up the rest of them. Not real sure the exact time frame, but about 4 hours apart between the next 2 fields that you're about to see after this one. So took me a pretty good break in the middle. I mean, what more could a man actually do? Because I can't just, be tied to this computer all day long. But, at the end of the day, like, this is what keeps me entertained. This keeps me happy. Like, I love playing farming games, and I love playing my zombie games, and I like playing racing games. I mean, I like shooters, certain shooters, like Borderlands and, things like that. But that's a whole another tragedy for a different time period, I suppose. But we're going to clean up the edges just in case they didn't get planted. And then I will be back to relieve you guys of this video at the end. I hope I'm not killing you guys with time lapses, or otherwise this video would be damn near close to fucking 3 hours long, I'm sure. But You know, I do that just that way you guys see everything. I could have easily cut, some of the fields out, but I want to show you guys everything. But with that being said, I will catch you guys after our time lapse. See ya. Hey guys, I'm back, and we're finishing up this here field, and this is the biggest one. Not the biggest one, but one of the last bigger ones. And I just wanted to catch you guys a few minutes before we ended off the video, but pretty much, guys, just stay tuned for the next one, and I really hope you have enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun dealing with how I wanted to set this video up. Plus, I always learn something new, and the planter hit that building there, in case you were wondering. But, you know, a lot of hours went into this video, so if you could, drop us a like, please. Maybe subscribe, or if not, that's okay too. You guys can just hang out with us. You don't have to do anything to be a part of our family other than just hang out with us, because it doesn't really matter to me. I do this for my entertainment, and maybe if I can entertain some of you guys along the way, then, you know, so be that too. But pretty soon I'll be starting to work on our harvest video for this time around, and you guys should get to see that, and like I said, as well as the rest of this year in footage. But I will catch you guys later on in another video. Peace. I'm out. See ya.